Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. And hopefully, this is working. It seems a little laggy or like my internet isn't too strong. So, hopefully, it goes all well. Welcome, welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about Booked and Busy, the no fluff framework to enroll premium clients consistently. So, what if I told you that you could fill your premium offer with high ticket clients consistently without doing cold DMs or grinding on social media all day long? Sound impossible? It's not. I'm going to walk you through a simple, no fluff client getting framework that turns your signature offer into a client magnet. So, if you've ever wondered, why am I doing everything right, but still not getting clients consistently? This video will flip the switch for you. And by the end of this, you'll know how to stay booked and busy with ideal clients who value your work, pay you premium price for what you offer, and stick around for more on top of that. So let's dive in. Hey there, I'm Heather Blaze, and I help relentless coaches, consultants, and experts like you set up automation and systems and premium strategies that attract elite clients and generate 10K to 30K months. And I've built scalable systems and 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs, showed them how to create frameworks that run inconsistent offers into premium client magnets. And my clients don't guess. Okay, they scale, they lead, and they dominate. And if you're ready to move from hustle to highly paid, then you're in the right place today too. So here's what we're covering in this video. The real reason why you're not booking high ticket clients consistently, that's going to be the number one thing. The second thing is the client magnet method that makes prospects come to you. The third is how to eliminate bottlenecks in your conversion flow. And the fourth thing is the secret shift from being a coach to becoming a trusted advisor. So this is game changing. Stick with me until the end because I'll also share a bonus strategy with that my private clients use to pre-sell their offer weeks before they even open the cart. So let's start by getting real. Okay, you have a great signature offer. Maybe you've poured your heart and soul into it. You know it gets people results. You know you're good at what you do, but for some reason, the inquiries are inconsistent. The sales calls are dry, or worse, you're hearing crickets, right? Or maybe you're out there chasing, and getting exhausted and burned out with not very much return on your time investment and energy investment. But here's the thing, having a powerful offer is only one piece of the puzzle. There's many components. To consistently enroll premium clients, you need 3 things that work in harmony, and that's clarity, visibility, and trust. You got to flip on that KLT switch, the know, like, and trust switch. So let me break it down. Clarity is making sure that people actually understand what your offer does and the result it creates. And a lot of coaches get stuck describing the features instead of the transformation. So if your audience doesn't instantly get the outcome, the result, they end up scrolling past. And then if, of course, it's not a result that they're looking for, they're also going to scroll past. But if it's something that they're actually looking for, then it's going to stop them in their tracks. The other thing is visibility. So it's about getting in front of the right people, not just more people. If your dream clients don't even know that you exist, or they only see scattered, unfocused content, then they're not going to reach out either. And then that third thing is the trust, right? The know, like, and trust. So the trust means that they believe you are the one that can help them solve their problem. And this doesn't just come from credentials. A lot of my clients have a ton of, things at the end of their name, or they've got a lot of like certificates and stuff for different things, and they still don't get clients. So it doesn't come from the credentials. It comes from consistency, messaging, and how well you reflect your inner dialogue. Even if one of those pillars is weak, your client pipeline can dry up. So now let's get into what I call the client magnet method. This is a a simple but powerful system that I use with my clients to help them attract premium clients without exhausting themselves. So the first step one is magnetic positioning. So this is where most people get it wrong. They try to stand out by, again, listing all their features, like the number of calls that they're going to get, the worksheets, the hours of access to them. And while that's helpful, it's not what sells. And like people don't want coaching; they want the result, right? And a lot of people are like, "Oh, I need one-on-one, sessions," and I'm like, "But that's not going to get you the best results." Typically depends on what the offer is. Sometimes it has to be done that way, but a lot of times it doesn't have to be that way. And it's actually more beneficial for them to be in a group setting where they can get even more support, depending on, like I said, what the offer is. So it's not those features that sell. People don't buy coaching, they buy the transformation. So you have to get laser clear on what urgent, specific result your ideal client wants, your dream client. And you need to make that the center of your messaging. So, for example, you don't want to say, I help women improve their mindset. I mean, what does that mean? Right? Women aren't out there thinking like, oh, if I could just improve my mindset. I mean, there might be, but typically it's not what they want in the end. What do they want to get from improving their mindset, right? That's the main thing. So you want to say something like, I help ambitious women, you want to call out the type of women that you want to work with, overcome self-doubt so that they can confidently charge 5K for their services, for example. See the difference? See how clear and concise and specific it is? So this is about owning a lane. Become known for one thing that gets real results and positioning it so that it sounds like the obvious choice. So the second step is the authority activation, I call it. So once you're positioned properly, your next job is to build perceived authority. Okay, perceived authority. And let me know in the comments if you're following me and if this all makes sense. And if you're here with me live, you can put hashtag live. And if you're here with me on the replay, you can put hashtag replay. But anyway, it's the perceived authority. So your audience needs to see you as someone who deeply understands their problem and has the solution. And that doesn't mean posting generic tips. It means shifting beliefs. Okay. So use case studies, breakdowns, and personal stories that show how you think, not just what you know. Okay. You want your content to make people say, wow, I never thought of it that way. Or, wow, I was just saying that to my best friend yesterday. How did she know? Type of thing. Right. So you want to think of it like this. You're not trying to give people everything they need to fix the problem. You're showing them, and I mean, that's impossible anyway, because there's probably so much to what you do to get the results, right? It's not an easy, just like, here you go, here's a Band-Aid, right? What you're doing is you're showing them that they can't fix it without you, right? Like even with what I offer, I mean, I can't just say like one thing and that's going to fix your problem, because every person is different. Every business is different. Every the overall arching goal is different, right? And all these things there's a framework that I teach, but then how does it fit around that framework? It's like building a house. Every house has framework, but every house is a little bit different. So things need to fit perfectly around that framework. Make sense? That's like any business. So anyway, you're planting the seeds that there's a better, faster, more aligned way, and that you're the person to help them get there. So let's move on to the next one. That's the authority. Step 3 is then offer flow optimization. So here's where most coaches and consultants lose people. They make it hard to work with them. So think about your customer's journey. How do people go from discovering you to becoming a client? So if it requires too many steps, too much friction, or too little direction, they'll just bounce. So instead, you need a smooth, simple, repeatable path. So one strong lead magnet or free training that showcases your authority is a really good one. So not just like a quiz or something like that. Like you need to, again, build that know, like, and trust within that lead magnet. And an easy way for them to apply or book a call. They need to be able to do that. And then also a conversion process that builds trust and guides them to a decision. So this is what I help my clients set up inside my fast track to money blueprint. And it's a total game changer. Um, Let me tell you a quick story. Actually, I just had a client who was amazing at what she did. She had glowing testimonials and was super consistent with her content, but she couldn't figure out why she wasn't converting. So we dug into her process, and guess what? Her intake system was clunky. Her application form asked confusing questions, and she had zero follow up after people expressed interest. It's like trying to fill a bathtub with the drain wide open, right? You'll never keep it full. So we reworked her backend systems. First, we made sure her intake form was crystal clear, no jargon, no fluff, based on her offer, based on her mission statement, based on everything. Like, it all had to tie together. So it was just sharp. It was purposeful questions that gave her the right information that she needed, to make the client feel seen, and also what she needed to, get them to enroll them into what she was offering. Then we mapped out her client's journey step by step, from the moment someone opted in to her freebie, to booking a call, and then every interaction had a purpose. And then we added automated email sequences that nurtured the leads, and set reminders for follow-ups. Even installed a lead tracker so that she could identify drop-offs. And within weeks, she started booking consistent high-ticket clients, not because she suddenly got better, but because we removed the friction that was silently repelling people. So remember, it's not always about more visibility or louder messaging. Sometimes it's the little things behind the scenes that either build momentum or break it. And here's one final shift that will take you from booked once in a while to being completely booked out. Stop acting like a vendor. Okay, start showing up as a trusted advisor. When clients see you as someone who offers a pathway, not just a service, they lean in. Being a trusted advisor means you don't wait for them to come to you with a problem, you anticipate it. You lead the conversation, not just respond to it. So instead of saying, "Here's what I offer," you ask, "Where do you want to go and what's standing in your way?" Make sense? So you help them reframe their goals, and you see the bigger picture, and you recognize that your offer is not just a package, it's the bridge to their breakthrough from where they are to what they ultimately want. So this shift positions you at a different level. You're no longer someone that they price shop, you're someone that they trust to lead them. And trust leads to conversions, not just one-off sales, but deep long-term partnerships. So now let me sweeten the pot. I want to give you a bonus strategy that I share only with my private clients, and it's called the pre-sell pivot. So instead of waiting until your launch is perfect, you test interest early. You plant seeds, you open conversations, and even invite people into a soft enrollment before your official launch begins. And this allows you to validate your messaging in real time. It also allows you to make money before you finish creating the program. And it also helps build a list of warm buyers already sold on your transformation. So, like, for example, one of my clients, Marie Rose, she was a wellness coach, and she just had an outline of her program, and she enrolled, I think it was 6 people, and collected deposits between 550 and 1100, I think she said. I don't know how many of which was 550 or 1100 or what, but she had enrolled people into her program, 6 people with only an outline, and then she brought them through her program and recorded everything and created the program with those people that gave her the deposit. So she got to make money before her program was even completed. So great way to go. One of my clients used this, and she also another one, and she had her first 18K month before she even had a sales page. So just by pre-selling the outcome. So if you want to learn how, I break this down step by step in my free training. So if you're really serious about creating consistent revenue with premium clients and stepping fully into your CEO role, I invite you to join my free masterclass. It's called the Fast Track to Money Blueprint. And it's where I walk you through the exact systems that my clients use to go from scattered and underpaid to streamlined and booked solid. So you'll walk away with the psychology behind the premium client attraction. You'll also walk away with my simple funnel for generating high converting leads, the script I use to close 5K to 15K packages without pressure. So what I want you to do is click on the link in the description or below or wherever you see the link to register. It's 100% free, but spots are limited. And if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, because I make videos like this all the time. And also leave a comment with your biggest takeaway from today. And I want to hear from you. So to recap, we exposed the real reason why you're not consistently enrolling premium clients. You also learned the three-part, I should say, client magnet method to attract and convert high ticket buyers. We talked about optimizing your back end and stepping into the role of trusted advisor. Plus, you got a bonus pre-selling strategy that you can apply immediately. So your next level isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more strategic, more aligned, and more confident in how you lead your business. So you've got what it takes. I believe in your brilliance. Now let's go and turn that into bankable results. And in the next one, I'm going to be breaking down your signature offer system, how to build one offer that brings in 10K, 20K, 30K plus months. You don't want to miss it. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.